What separates the companies that can thrive in the age of AI from those that struggle isn't who has the best prompt engineer or the biggest data set. I believe it's who has the best thinkers. That requires something I call a Renaissance mindset, the ability to combine creativity, curiosity, and critical thinking to make sense of a world moving faster than ever before. If you're new here, I'm Shay. I'm a PhD candidate at Harvard, and I'm here to help you stay human in the age of AI. And the goal of this video is very simple: to help companies not just adapt to the future of work, but think their way through it. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, and comment below how AI is impacting your workplace. Across industries, we're watching the same pattern. Billions of dollars are spent on digital transformations, yet employees still feel lost, and a large percentage of companies are not seeing the returns they were expecting at the time of this recording. So, why is that? I think it's in part because companies are still operating with an industrial age mindset. An industrial age mindset is one that's built for repetition and efficiency, not reflection and innovation. AI can now automate information retrieval, summarization, even decision support in some cases, but it cannot replace your judgment. And that's where the real upskilling needs to happen. The most valuable employees in the next decade won't be the ones who simply know how to use AI tools. They'll be the ones who know when not to use them. And I stand by that. Okay. So you're probably wondering, what do I mean by having a Renaissance mindset? During the Renaissance, people like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo weren't just artists, they were systems thinkers. They blurred the boundaries between the arts, science, and philosophy. In the wonderful book called The Medici Effect, Franz Johansson describes how innovation flourished when disciplines collided, when people from different fields started thinking together. I believe that's what today's workplace needs again. Thinkers who are curious across boundaries, not just data analysts or marketers or designers, but more so modern polymaths. People who ask better questions, not just produce faster answers. Another great book I would recommend is How to Think Like Leonardo da Vinci. I have read this book so many times, and it really encapsulates what I mean by adopting a Renaissance mindset. In this book, he identifies 7 principles that defined thinking during the Renaissance period. 2 of those, I believe, are especially relevant in the age of AI. The first is curiosity. You have to have an insatiable curiosity and desire for learning and exploring all that life has to offer. The second is demonstration, testing knowledge through experience and reflection. So this is what critical thinking in the workplace needs to look like in the age of AI, a constant loop of asking, testing, and refining. So, how do we build this mindset inside organizations? Here are 3 shifts that I believe teams can make today. Number 1, train for curiosity, not compliance. Most corporate training teaches people what to think, not how to think. To thrive in the AI economy, we need to reward the question, not just the answer. I believe it's important to encourage teams to pause before using AI and ask the following questions. Number 1, what problem am I actually trying to solve? Number 2, what assumptions am I making about the data points that I have or the LLM model I'm using is trained on? And number 3, is there a better question this tool could help me explore? I believe, honestly, when curiosity becomes a cultural norm, innovation follows. And I think it's also important to remember AI is great at providing output, but humans are even better at providing context and meaning. Number 2, build cognitive diversity. Homogeneous teams produce predictable ideas. The Renaissance flourished because thinkers from art, architecture, philosophy, and finance met in the same rooms. I believe it's possible to recreate the Medici effect in the workplace. It's time to mix the disciplines. Pair your data scientist with your designer for a day. Invite your HR manager into product brainstorming meetings. And when AI enters the discussion, let everyone challenge it. I think it's important to ask each person on the team, what does the machine see that I don't? And what do I see that it never could? This cross-pollination of perspectives is how innovation scales. And number 3, make reflection a KPI. We measure productivity, we measure efficiency, but we almost never measure reflection. In the age of AI, I believe that's a mistake. After every major project or AI driven task, I suggest you take 5 minutes as a team to reflect and ask the following questions. What did the AI get right? Where did we rely on it too heavily? What did we learn that we can apply next time? You can even make this a standing agenda item in weekly meetings. I don't know. You could even call it a quick thinking audit. Reflection isn't a waste of time. It's the raw material of critical thinking. So if you're a leader, a C-suite exec, or an HR team designing upskilling programs, this part is for you. Upskilling isn't just technical, it's philosophical. You're not just teaching people to master tools, you're teaching them to master mindsets. So build critical thinking moments into every program. Don't separate creative and analytical skills. Integrate them. Model reflection from the top down. And above all, make curiosity a leadership competency. I believe in the age of AI, companies' competitive advantage isn't its latest AI tool. Instead, it's your depth of thought. Just remember that. So, AI is accelerating everything except wisdom. And that's where I believe human beings still have the edge. If your organization wants to bring this kind of thinking into your workplace, from workshops to executive sessions to designing upskilling programs, I would love to work with you, advise you, and consult you on just that. Feel free to reach out via the links in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so I can keep producing more content like this. Stay human. See you next time.